ever go back to Nicki Minaj?
I might. It's funny that because I just did an interview yesterday and I actually mentioned that, you know, sometimes my last name just starts so much controversy and drama that I might change it just so that people can focus on music again, you know?
Yeah, I noticed that you are switching your image up a little bit in terms of wanting people to respect you for the music and not necessarily go back to the old interviews that, you know, you and I once had, which I respect you for, you know what I mean? And dropping the L from what you used to say. I won't say it, you know, out of your respect, but you know what I'm saying? Why did you decide to make that transition? And I asked that question because a lot of females think that sex sells, and a lot of record labels push that upon artists. Be more sexy, show more boobs. You know, I had a PD tell me I need to do a calendar, but I said, okay, I'll do a calendar, but I never wanted to put the sex image out there. I never wanted to be the in-your-face booby chick. You know what I mean? I wanted people to respect the talent in it.
Well, I think I mentioned this to you before, but I always say I toned my image down a little bit because when I started getting booked for shows, I didn't realize there were so many young girls that watch me. And I just felt a little bit of responsibility to do things a little differently for them. The other part of that is that I was never really overly sexual. I just kind of did it, and then I decided to just be myself and do me. You know what I mean? But I think that sex appeal does sell, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think what's wrong is that people make that into a bad thing. If you're a beautiful guy or a beautiful girl, they almost negate your talent, and I think that just shows how stupid they are. You know what I mean? Because you can be, look at the president of the United States. He's handsome.
Swag.
He got swag. He's sexy. And he's the president of the United States. So, I mean, it just goes to show you when I think people hate on sex appeal or whatever because they have nothing else to say. So when people diss that about me, I just say, hey, well, I guess I must be doing something right because that's what you can find to talk about.
Yeah. All right, so look, I got a few Twitter questions, and one is from AJ. He says, who inspired you to get into the rap game?
Early on, I was a very big Jay-Z fan. Lived him, breathed him, all of that. Loved Jay. I still do.
I love Jay. Yeah.
But I really do not know how I wanted to be getting into rap. I wasn't one of those little girls that said I'd be a rapper when I grew up. But I always loved, you know, Salt-N-Pepa, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Yo-Yo, Moni Love. I loved them, but I didn't.
Moni.
Yeah, hi Moni. But I never thought I would do it. I just don't know what happened. I was singing first, and then it kind of just.
Yeah. So is it singing on this album?
I am singing on the album, yes. A little bit. I'm not a singer. I'm a singer.
Get the studio and put the
auto-tune
on it and make it sound really, really good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so what has been the biggest obstacle since entering the industry? And that comes from the Doiser from Twitter.
My biggest obstacle is just proving, I guess, that I'm an authentic talent besides all the other hoopla about everything else. I'm a talented girl that decided that I wanted to make something out of my life, and I started writing raps. That's it.
You spoke about this on my radio show, and I just kind of want to speak about it on camera. You said that you used to visualize having money and visualize a nice car, and I think that is so important for people, especially when you come from nothing. Like, I come from a family where literally my mom had us and 7 kids in a car sleeping at night. So I will visualize what I'm doing now. Visualize. I shared a story on the radio the other day. I was interviewing Toni Braxton, right? And I said, one day we was in a hotel because we got evicted. Everybody knows my life story. I'm very vocal about it. And I was watching her Arena Again video, and she was in an all-white dress. And I said, Mom, I want that dress. And my mom said, I wish I could buy it for you. And I said, at 12 years old, no, Mom, I'm going to buy you that dress. And on her 50th birthday, I had a surprise party and bought her the best white dress ever. So tell people about how you used to visualize that.
Incredible. It's funny that you said that because that is exactly like how my story kind of has been. Well, I don't know if everybody knows that, but my father has always battled drugs and alcohol. So I watched my mother having to be strong, and I hated the fact that my mother would always go back to him. So when I was little, I always thought, you know, I'm gonna make money so that I can make my mother leave him. You know, that was my only goal. And interestingly enough, now I actually can take care of my mother and without dropping an album or anything. So it's what you speak, and I tell girls this all the time. Well, my Harajuku Barbies, thinking it and speaking it need to be the first two things before it comes to fruition. I like I love that idea of envisioning it, speaking it. I used to tell my mother the same thing.
And then go get it.
And then it happens. You have to put it into the air. The same way people put negative things in the air, you gotta put positive every day. Oh, yep, I'm gonna be the best female rapper alive. I'm gonna be the best female rapper alive. Maybe one day you will be. You know what I mean? Right. But if you doubt yourself, then it won't happen.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Despite what people may text you, I do like you, and I don't hate on you, okay? Everything is always over-exaggerated because of the history between certain people. And I always tell people, you gotta experience your relationships for yourself. Right. And I'm always, waving the flag. So I wish you well.
I appreciate it very, very much.
I wish you well.
I have a billion times more respect for you, just talking to me and clearing it up, because I just hate having the phony shit in the air and you know.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm a real chick, and there's a lot of fake people in the industry. Absolutely. And you don't build friendships in the industry, you build real good relationships.
Right.
And sometimes those relationships don't pan out.
Right.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
So sometimes what people need to focus on is their own personal lives, despite what I do on the radio. So I will always have the pom-poms cheering for you, Nikki, and I will continue to fight for your records to go in rotation and your new single, despite everybody who thinks I won't. Okay? And I'll say all at the same, because he knows who I'm talking to.
Right.
So high five, Nikki.
Bye, baby.
High five.
So
have fun.